We all know them. They come creeping in just before your period starts. They are sneaky little things that appear out of the blue and make your life a living hell. Period cramps, lower back pain, bloating, headache, also emotional pain. But there exists another possibility where you won't have to suffer. Are you ready to cure yourself? Did you know that 3 out of 4 women experience period cramps and other PMS symptoms? Me too. With the Period Talk series, I want to help you to understand your body better so you can better your health and enjoy every single moment of your cycle. Get yourself a hot beverage. Today I'm enjoying a herbal tea. Get cozy and let's talk about a not so nice but necessary topic. Why does our period hurt? Is it supposed to be like that? Or is there an alternative scenario? Today I want to shed some light on the topic so you can understand better what's going on in your body. We're going to look at possible reasons and the origins of different period pains, and I will share some natural remedies with you. Let's get to know ourselves, shall we? Let's talk about the most common pain points. Symptoms which can occur just before your period, during your period, or even during your ovulation. First, a woman's all-time favorite, cramps. Let me tell you something. Painful cramps are not normal. The only time when cramps actually should occur is during labor or during menstruation. Because cramps are actually designed to get something out of you, either a baby or blood. If anyone ever experiences really severe period cramps where you just cannot move or breathe, or when I had the tea, oh my god, these cramps were so bad. I was just laying there like, that was not normal. And it was because there was a foreign object in my womb and my body was like, get it out of there. If you start to understand the purpose of cramps, it makes perfect sense why it is happening. So cramps during your period are, according to science, contractions of the uterus in order to get rid of the uterus lining, which has accumulated during your whole cycle, in order to nest a fertile egg in there. But if you do not get pregnant, this lining will be shed during menstruation. If you want to know more in detail, cramps are actually caused by a hormone-like substance called the prostaglandins. This substance is necessary in order to make the uterus contract and get the uterus lining out of your womb. So light contraction of the uterus, a light tugging is normal. It is normal that you feel that something is happening. But as soon as this tugging turns into a really uncomfortable pain, which disrupts our day-to-day life, that is not okay. But where do these painful cramps come from? If your prostaglandin levels are very high, actually too high, the uterus is contracting more and more, which can lead to inflammation and really bad painful cramps. The medical term for severe period cramps is dysmenorrhea. But some really heavy cramps can also be caused by some medical conditions. The uterine contractions actually also can radiate towards the back. This causes lower back pain, which most of us know very well. Now, cramps are ugly, but a constantly swollen belly is not pretty either. Talking about bloating. Did that ever happen to you? Someone asked you if you're actually pregnant, but you were just bloated? The origin of a bloated belly is actually in the change of our sex hormones, estrogen and progesterone. These 2 hormones can cause the body to retain more water and salt. So the body cells actually become swollen with water, causing the feeling of bloating. But that's not all. Low levels of estrogen can also cause headaches and migraines during that time. And low hormone levels can also cause lymph node swelling, leading to very tender breasts. And besides the physical pain, there's also the very disrupting emotional pain in the form of mood swings, irritability and depression. Now, causes of this emotional roller coaster, we all know very well, can be hormonal fluctuations as well, the insufficiency of serotonin in the brain, the feel-good hormone, or an undiagnosed depression. Now, there are many more PMS symptoms that can disrupt our lives, like food cravings, tiredness, or acne. But let me tell you something. One of the main reasons behind those symptoms is not a dysfunction or a disease. It is stress. Let's be honest here. We live in a very hectic world, and we live under a lot of pressure to perform and to be our best all the time, which leads to a lot of anxiety and simple and plain old stress. Now, what does stress do in your body? It focuses your bodily functions to the bare essentials, like pumping more oxygen from your heart to deliver to your muscles, or producing glucose in your liver so your muscles have a lot of energy to be able to run away from that tiger that is not there. And which part of your body will be neglected in the face of danger? Your digestive system and your reproductive organs. Because let's be honest, in the face of a death, who wants to have a snack or make babies? That means there are a lot of hormonal disruptions happening, which can cause a lot of our also loved PMS symptoms. But let me tell you something about those symptoms. They are not there for nothing. They're actually hints on what needs your attention. So your body's actually communicating to you something. Because let's be honest, your body cannot speak directly to you. But it can cause different symptoms in your body to say, hey, something is not okay. PMS is hated and feared by many women, but it is a very intelligent early warning system, hinting to the places which need your attention. Let me give you some examples. If you're feeling without energy, exhausted and run down, that means you used all your energy in the past phases of your cycle and did not take enough time to rest and replenish. If you're suffering from indigestion and gases, you need to pay more attention to your nutrition. If you're feeling depressed or anxious, means that your serotonin levels are low. You should consider doing more exercise, being more outside in nature, and eating healthier. If you suffer from headache, you could be missing magnesium. So it could be a deficiency in minerals. Drink more cacao. Dry skin might be an indicator for hormonal and or emotional imbalance. You can balance your estrogen levels by reducing stress, eating better and getting a good quality sleep every night. Now, these are just some examples, and of course each symptom can have different causes, but I suggest you to start looking at those symptoms and really go behind them, really see, what could be the reason for this? What could I do better in my day-to-day life? How could I take better care of myself? Because the problem is most of us don't take time to listen. So I encourage you, start to listen to your body. Now I want to talk a little bit more about emotions, because they are a tricky one. I mean, during our cycle, we probably all have experienced sadness, anxiety, anger, irritability. But why? Besides the scientific explanation of hormones and serotonin levels, I want to share with you an idea I truly connected with and that I found really, really interesting. The collective female pain body. The first time I heard of this was actually reading Eckhart Tolle's book, The New Earth. I don't know if you know it. It is one of those things you read, inside your body, you just know it's true. Every cell of your body just tells you, yes, yes. That happens because a memory is simply reactivated. It is something we already know, but we have forgotten. So let me explain how I understood this phenomenon of the female pain body. So what is a pain body? A pain body is basically the accumulation of the memory of past pains we experienced in different traumas and situations, which in the moment we did not release. We just kept inside. This pain got energetically stuck inside of you. So each one of us has their individual pain body, but there also exist pain bodies we share collectively. Because how they're saying, we're all one. Nations, races, tribes that share pain bodies. And one of the strongest pain bodies on our earth is the female pain body. Because let's be honest, women suffered a lot during the human existence from slavery, torture, abuse, or childbirth. And this female pain body is especially activated just before your period starts. People will describe it as the first sign of your period. You start to feel a bit when you are angry at something and you cannot really pinpoint why. When you get a bit irritated by your partner, something emotional is moving inside of you, a sadness is coming, something you just cannot really put a cause to. So if you start feeling emotional for no apparent reason, of course it can be your own personal pain body, but mostly it's an accumulation of the individual and the collective pain body. So if you feel sad for no reason, have you ever thought about it? Maybe this emotion is not only yours. For sure, in order for you to be able to feel it, it needs to find some resonance within your body. But the collective female pain body can amplify even more this emotion. We basically feel the pain of the whole world. And it happens just before our period because we enter in this really sensitive time. Also in the indigenous knowledge, this time of the menstruation is considered a time where we women are more connected to the divine. We can access different things. We are like an oracle. So we are obviously more sensitive and more sensible. And this female pain body especially expresses itself towards the other sex. Because of the abuse that happened in the past from men towards women, there's a lot of accumulated hate and anger actually towards the male. I mean, did this ever happen to you? One day you just wake up in the morning and you look at your partner and you just feel like you cannot stand him anymore. You just want to be alone. You just don't want to see him, and everything about him, just little things just annoy you so much. That happens to a lot of women. To me too. And as you guessed, it's the female pain body saying hello. So next time you're feeling one of those emotions, pay attention and try to go more deep and see where it really comes from. Now we have all those period pains saying hello. What do we do about it? First step is always to understand what's happening. And the second step is to actively do something that it gets better. So I want to give you a quick overview of my favorite remedies for period pains. First, herbs. I love herbs. Marijuana, basil, yarrow, in the form of baths, essential oils, teas, juices, steams, drops. Endless possibilities. Second, heat in the form of a hot water bottle that we all love, or steaming. Third, movement. Really, really important. Taking walks, doing light yoga, and even belly dancing. Fourth, nutrition. Really important. There are certain things you should avoid that can just increase that inflammation and that pain, like caffeine, alcohol, and spicy foods. And there are certain foods you definitely should eating to prevent deficiencies and to help to ease down inflammation, like turmeric, cacao, and certain greens. Fifth, the mindset. Really important. As I said before, the period is made for you to let go of something, not just in your body, but also in your head. So if you struggle with certain things in your life, this is a time to let go, to release, and to change your mindset from suffering to cleansing. And the sixth and final remedy is rest. And by rest, I don't mean chilling in front of the TV, watching Netflix. I mean rest of your restless mind and the joy of just being with yourself. So to get rid of period pains is a delicate symphony of good quality sleep, nutritious food, healing herbs, the right mindset, soft movement, heat exposure, and enough rest. In the next period talk, I will go a bit deeper into those remedies, what they're good for, when you should use them, and what they do inside of your body and mind. And I will really show you how I do it to be happier and healthier during the period. So thank you, beautiful ladies, for being here. Can't wait to see you next time. Let's get rid of the period pain. Let's get rid of the period pain. Yeah, yeah, yeah.